What it do, what it do, how y'all feeling? Welcome to Ash Neil's Radio. I am your host, Ash Neil. That is I. So, we talking to y'all. Yes. The presidential debate. Now, I know you've seen it. It was a hell of a show. Man, I fell asleep when Biden did. I did. But I was streaming. I was streaming live. And YouTube actually kicked me out. They said basically that CNN didn't give you permission, nigga. It was a copyright strike, and I was like, oh no, I don't want one of them. Please don't delete my channel. I follow the rules. But another thing CNN did right before this went live, the debate, I found out that CNN actually kept a lot of black media out. Yep, they did. They didn't give out no motherfucking notices to anybody. And then prominent black folks like Roland Martin, they confronted him, and or he confronted them, and they said shit like, "My bad. Well, we ain't got no room, no more credentials. Sorry, nigga." But I was laughing. I wasn't laughing like that's funny. I was like, damn, CNN code. Like, damn. The audacity, right? So when my stream got kicked, I wasn't tripping. I literally said to myself, hey, I'm black media too. So yeah, I didn't feel no type of way. We all got kicked. And I do want to go back and commentate on this take on the black community that I did live.
President Biden, while black unemployment dropped to a record low under your presidency, black families still earn far less than white families. Black mothers are still 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes, and black Americans are imprisoned at 5 times the rate of white Americans.
Really? Now, that's true. But my question is, to all the folks out there that don't believe it, when black folks come up to them and say shit like, hey, these doctors, they're not giving out the same care. Black women are dying under their care during pregnancy. Everybody say, what are you talking about? They call you a race baiter. Same thing with the criminal justice system. You locking up too many brothers. What are you talking about? You're race baiting. Well, you tell me, because that's what the stats show, according to CNN.
What do you say to black voters who are disappointed that you haven't made more progress?
What do you say?
They acknowledge they made a lot of progress, number one. The fact of the matter is there's more small black businesses that have been started than any time in history. Number two, the wages of black unemployment is the lowest level it's been in a long, long time. Number three, we're trying to provide housing for black Americans and dealing with the segregation that exists among these corporations that collude to keep people out of their houses.
Really? Spit it out, nigga. Because I don't believe you. Because we got a lot of videos showing some very, very important black folks, prestigious black folks, rich black folks that are being denied housing. You got some of these black folks that are sending their white friend in to put the bid in for the house. And the offer is accepted. And then when the black person that actually wants to buy the house come in, they say, the house is not available. It's not for sale.
And in addition to that, we find that the impact on the choice that black families have to make relative to child care is incredibly difficult. When we did the first major piece of legislation in the past, I was able to reduce black child care costs, cut them in half. We got to make sure we provide for child care costs. We got to make sure, because when you provide those child care protections, you increase economic growth because more people can be in the job market. So there's more to be done, considerably more to be done. But we've done a great deal so far, and I'm not letting up, and they know it.
You have 49 seconds left. What do you say to black voters who are disappointed with the progress so far?
What do you say?
I don't blame them for being disappointed. Inflation is still hurting them badly. For example, I provided for the idea that any black family first-time home buyer should get a $10,000 tax credit to be able to buy their first home.
Really?
So they can.
What? Now, I'm not going to play dumb, but when I was live, I had asked that question. Like, wait, what the fuck? I was actually low-key pissed because I just bought my house in 2020. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, bro. So I called my realtor. I said, hey, man, what's up with this black tax credit, man? $10,000, bro. I can use my ducats. And he said it. Bro, that shit don't exist. He was lying. We know he was lying. We all know he was lying. He's just trying to get our vote. And we get it. But I was like, damn. I could use that.
And get started. I made sure that we're in a situation where all those black families and those black individuals who provided had to take out student loans that were ballooning, that if they were engaged in nursing, doctor, and anything having to do with volunteerism, if they paid their bills for 10 years on their student debt, all the rest is forgiven after 10 years. Millions have benefited from that.
That's amazing. Because I did. I don't say I benefit from it. You can say I benefit, but I got me a student loan thing. I tried a little community college, you know what I'm saying? But that whole forgiveness, if you maintain your payments and all of that for 10 years, it's all forgiven, you're good. Why is that tied to the black community? Why?
And we're going to do a whole lot more for black families.
Thank you, President Trump.
And he caused the inflation. He's blaming inflation, and he's right, it's been very bad. He caused the inflation, and it's killing black families and Hispanic families and just about everybody. It's killing people. They can't buy groceries anymore. They can't. You look at the cost of food where it's doubled and tripled and quadrupled. They can't live. They're not living anymore.
We can't live. We're not living anymore. Lord have mercy. Now I'm gonna ask y'all, because I didn't know. Forgive me. You can educate me. I didn't know inflation had a color on it. I didn't. Because right now, what he's saying is inflation is hurting the black and brown community. I didn't know that. It was only affecting us. Is there some type of secret white grocery store that we can go to that the prices are cheaper? Or is it that the wealth gap is really manipulated on purpose, and y'all know it?
He caused this inflation. I gave him a country with essentially no inflation. It was perfect. It was so good. All he had to do is leave it alone. He destroyed it with his Green New scam and all this money that's being thrown out the window. He caused inflation. As sure as you're sitting there, the fact is that his big kill on the black people is the millions of people that he's allowed to come in through the border. They're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs.
Now, he said it. That man said it clear as day. Migrants are coming over and taking black jobs. Black jobs. Now let's talk about these jobs. These jobs, 9 times out of 9, they're low-paying jobs. Sometimes under minimum wage. They consist of, factory work like meat packing, or you could be on a conveyor belt at some type of factory analyzing grapes and stuff like that. Low-paying jobs that a lot of these migrants come over and they fill these positions. They'll go to the hotels and become housekeepers. Hell, they'll become personal housekeepers for people that rich folks that don't want to wash their kids, do their own laundry. But I did not know those were our jobs. I didn't. Now, mind you, I'm a carpenter, right? I build shit. And I was part of the development in California It was a Halo factory where those little baby oranges, where they we built the actual cooler that housed these oranges. And as I'm working, right, I'm sitting there, and I see the people that's coming in. You know, these people, these migrants, they're amazing people. Amazing people. The culture they have, they're sweet as hell. You can see them on their lunch break, warming up tortillas, nigga, on the back of their truck like they tailgating and shit. They're amazing. They ain't bothered by shit, but they know that they're getting the short end of the stick. They're not getting a fair wage, and they know it, but they still there every day. And as I'm up, 50 feet in the air, looking down on them, I'm admiring them. Personally, I didn't know I was supposed to be down there with them. I didn't know those were our jobs.
And they're taking Hispanic jobs, and you haven't seen it yet, but you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history.
Thank you. President Biden?
There was no inflation when I became president.
There was no inflation.
The economy was flat on its back. 15% unemployment. He decimated the economy, absolutely decimated the economy. That's why there was no inflation at the time. There were no jobs. We provided thousands of millions of jobs for individuals who are in all communities, including minority communities. We made sure that they have health insurance.
Yeah, right. I don't believe him. I don't believe it. I don't even care. The whole fucking shit was a shit show. It was. It was the dumbest shit ever. And then we got this whole let's get the black vote fucking shit that's going on. It gets under my skin. It does. It does. You got people like Fox News. They were saying shit when Trump got convicted. They said, the black community, they understand Trump. They riding with him. They been a part of the criminal justice system and been unjustly treated. They get it. What? It's amazing to me. This is the same fucking Fox News that would say shit like, what injustice system? When you sit there and say, black folks are being mistreated, hell, black women are fucking dying in the hospital when they're having babies. Brothers are being locked up left and right. Black lives matter. Fox News will say shit like, all lives matter. Real shit. It doesn't exist. Injustice doesn't exist in the black community until Trump is convicted. It's disgusting, y'all. It's disgusting. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel where I bring you content like this, plus more. But if you don't want to miss a moment, they say you got to hit that little notification bell. All right? I love y'all. I'm out of here. Peace. Yeah.